All right, Week 8 reaction podcast here. As I figure out dinner for tomorrow, for the week, the wife and I, honey. What game stood out the most to you this week? Which game, shocked you? Whoa, what the heck was that?
Probably Cincinnati and San Fran.
That shocked you?
Cincinnati won, didn't they?
Yeah, they won, right. But that shocked you they won the game?
Yeah.
I mean...
San Fran's been on a roll.
Well, they were on a roll, and then now they lost 3 in a row.
Although, I guess maybe the... oh my gosh. The Carolina game.
Yeah.
But I called that shit.
You did call that shit.
I called that shit.
You did call that shit. No, LA Chargers. First of all, LA Chargers right now, they're leading 37 in the fourth quarter. That game's over. I'm not even worried about the Chargers and the Bears. That game has no importance to me right now. Yeah, that was a letdown for Houston. That was a letdown for Houston. That really was. I thought, okay, that's a game where you should win that game. You're 4-3. You're feeling good about yourselves midway through the season, and then you lose to Carolina, the worst team in football.
I mean...
That's a bit of a shock there.
I mean, they had to win one, you know?
Yeah, but they could have waited another week or two, I guess, right?
No, if you're gonna win, if you're gonna be the shittiest team in football, you've got to beat the previous shittiest team.
Yeah. All right, so they go through a couple of these games. They get some thoughts here. Cowboys 43, Rams 20. Cowboys back on track now. Last 2 games, they've beaten both LA teams, Chargers and
Jeez.
Cowboys. Still a tier 2 team though, right? Not tier 1 team.
Cowboys suck.
Now, you said that because you hate them, or you saying that because they think they suck?
I hate them, number 1. Number 2, I can't ever bet on them because I bet you anything. If I had bet that game today, they wouldn't have won like that. I bet you anything.
Well, this is why I haven't gambled the last 2 weeks. For this reason at all. Because every time I start to pull out the parlays and stuff, I'm like, I get screwed. So, all right. Rams are pretty much, I think, done 4-3-5 now. They're falling apart now. Well, anyway, Vikings 24, Packers 10. Vikings on a roll. But here's the bad news for the Vikings. Kirk Cousins out for the season, most likely.
What?
You missed that, did you?
I was at work.
He got hurt.
Yes.
Well, he got hurt during the game. He torn his Achilles. The same injury that Aaron Rodgers has.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, girl.
Although there's something about them backup quarterbacks this season.
Yeah. That I'll say as much that opens the door for someone else in the NFC wildcard picture to jump in there. Because I was at the point last week after they beat San Francisco last week, which you picked actually, and them winning this week. I was on the verge to say, well, the Vikings are going to probably be that third team, wildcard team in the NFC, because I don't have any faith in another team in the NFC below them to do the wildcard. I have Seattle's a lock at this point now. Dallas is a lock no matter what. And then they got Minnesota's my third team. Now with Cousins out for the year, this opens the door for another team to climb to that 7th seed in the NFC wildcard spot. And who could it be? The Rams? Who knows? Falcons? Who knows? I had no damn idea. But, yeah, that's a bad injury. Another game. What?
Really, I think that really sucks for them.
It really sucks for them.
Because they were just starting to
Yeah, they're 4-4. They started 0-3, now they're 4-4, and they started figuring things out.
And then
Yeah. How about Tennessee 28-23 over Atlanta?
Called that shit too.
You called that game too.
Called that shit too.
Yeah, you did. The Fraudcons, the Falcons.
You need to understand something.
Okay, well, I didn't understand.
I'm better at this than you are.
No, you're pretty good. No, honestly, no. You've been really good at the picks the last couple weeks, actually. Yeah. You've been really good at this picks. I have to call that. Speaking of being good at things, your Saints won this week, 38-27.
Called that shit too.
Derek Carr, welcome back.
I know. I called that shit too.
Call him out on this podcast last week, and all of a sudden, the week after, he decides to show up. Good job.
I don't think it was him.
19-27, 310 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not bad.
I don't think even before that it was him. I think it was just, because you could see him get real pissed on the field. He was mad.
I mean, I didn't watch the game this week, but I mean, he looked every time I turned around, every time the red zone cuts to the game, I saw him making a big play. So I was like, we're having a good game today. So hey, good job at Derek Carr. Saints now back in first place in the NFC South at 4-4. All right, our Dolphins over the Pats, 31-17. Even covered the spread.
Who? Sorry, what?
The Dolphins.
Oh yeah,
Miami.
Obvious.
Dolphins.
I mean, that was obvious.
The greatest football team. They go from goal to goal. No one's ever seen.
They're definitely not the greatest.
No, I know. So here's the problem with the Dolphins. Obviously, good win. Okay, next week another opportunity to beat a good team. See, this is the narrative of the Dolphins right now. The narrative right now of the Dolphins is that they're a very good team that can't beat teams that are Super Bowl level. Buffalo failed. Philadelphia last week failed. Again, next week, another opportunity. You play Kansas City.
Super Bowl level?
Well, Buffalo is a contender.
Shut the
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, another opportunity for them next week. Kansas City.
I mean, they lost tonight too, didn't they?
Yeah, we're getting there a second. We're getting another. We're gonna list the games here.
And they're playing in Germany.
In Germany, it's a 9:30 game, so you'll be at work. You'll be getting to work in the middle of the first quarter. Should be fun.
Yeah, I like this game.
Probably the first 9:30 game in the morning. Where I'll actually be locked in from the word go.
I don't know how they'll fare against
Chiefs?
Kansas City.
Especially after Kansas City losing to Denver this week. We'll see. They'll be awfully pissed, I'm sure.
But our offensive line is all backed up, so it's all banged up, not backed up.
Yeah, banged up. Yeah. All right. We'll see. Well, look, winning that game has the first place in the AFC, so it's a huge game.
Yeah,
Again, another barometer game for the Dolphins to prove themselves that they're a Super Bowl contender. So, all right, in the shittiest game of the day, the Jets beat the Giants overtime 13-10. The Giants. There was no way the Giants would win this game anyway.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Go ahead.
I mean, I wanted them to win, obviously, because I hate the fucking Jets, and as a Dolphins fan, Jets.
Wow, you're cussing a lot tonight, baby. You're cussing a lot tonight.
I've been doing that a lot. I don't know why.
Hanging out with me too much, I think.
Or the cat. I mean, I swear she's.
How does a cat?
Right now.
How does a cat make you want to curse more?
I think she's cussing at me. Come here,
Katie, come on. All right.
No, what was I just saying? What was my point? Oh, I wanted the Giants to win, obviously. However, the fact that the Jets only beat them by 3 points, I think speaks a little bit of something. I think it says something about that team.
No. Do you want to hear
about the Giants?
Do you want to hear a stat today that's going to blow your mind?
I don't really want to hear.
No,
stat.
this is a bad. This is a really bad stat.
Am I allowed to cuss on this show?
Yes, unfiltered.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to hear a stat that's going to blow your mind?
No.
Do you know total passing yards the Giants had between two quarterbacks? Total passing yards
They
today.
had two quarterbacks?
Yo, Tartar got hurt, and they brought in Danny DeVito. What was his name? DeVito.
Danny DeVito?
Yeah, T. DeVito. What his name is DeVito. No. So total passing yards. Yeah. Well, he is kind of short too. At least he looks on TV. No, you want to hear total passing yards this week? Quarterbacks, 8 yards. 8 yards. Okay. Again, Saquon Barkley is the only reason they're even in this game in the first place. Okay. 36 attempts, 128 yards. Okay.
Well,
Again, and you don't want to pay that fucking guy. Honestly, really, you don't want to pay that fucking guy. You're full of shit. The Giants are the dumbest team in the history of football.
Zach Wilson is
Zach Wilson,
up and down.
yeah, he had a great last 2 drives.
Good one game.
He was bad. He was bad to the last 2 drives of the game. Giants gave the game to the Jets, man. And people say, "Oh, the Giants defense fell apart." The Giants defense is the reason why they're in the game for it. Oh yeah, sorry, because of sleep. I apologize, man. Fuck the Giants. Next game. I'm done.
See, that pisses you off.
Jags 20, Steelers 10. Jaguars are 6-2.
Yeah, I called that.
Jags are starting to prove some things here.
I like Trevor Lawrence.
They're still a tier 2 team, but they're inching closer to tier 1. And we'll see how my power rankings go this week.
I like Trevor Lawrence.
I do too. The Prince, as Nick Wright calls him. Or I call him Sunshine once in a while too, with that hair. All right, how about the Eagles 38-31 over the Commanders?
It's really funny because people, like everybody at work was watching that game too, right?
Right.
We all had our eyes on that game, right? And like the Eagles would be up, and then Washington would be up, and then the Eagles would be up, and then Washington would be up. And people were like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, it's a divisional game. Like,
It's a typical
Washington always gets
it's a typical NFC East slobber knocker.
And
That's simple.
They don't get it.
That's simple. All of a sudden now the Eagles now have the best record in football. 7-1.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts. I mean, he's damn good.
Jalen Hurts had 319 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Great job with Jalen Hurts. All of a sudden now, Jalen Hurts started the year struggling. Probably a low-key MVP candidate going forward.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Him and A.J. Brown. Sam Howell had a big game today, though. He had 397 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. But, yeah, I think Ron Rivera's on his last days here. Well, last games here as head coach. There's no way in hell Washington brings him back next year. No way in hell, barring a miraculous turnaround for the year, which won't happen, of course, because they're Washington, right? Speaking of Carolina, they, again, be first win of the year, beat Houston 15-13. Another shit game this week that I did not care to watch. But I like that for Houston, too, though, because I got another game that could have had a chance to tack on some wins early to get in the playoff race, so that's bad. How about Seattle 24-20 for Cleveland? Seattle frisky 5-2 now.
They are frisky.
Probably a playoff team at this point now. I think they're a playoff lock at this point, the way the NFC looks. No, they are. The rest of the conference look crap. So they got enough wins baked in.
I mean, we'll see.
We'll see.
They're only halfway through the season now?
Yeah, but there's not enough good teams on the bottom end of that conference to catch up at this point. So, yeah. We mentioned earlier, Broncos beat the Chiefs 24-9. First time in 8 years the Broncos beat the Chiefs.
Go Russell Wilson!
Yep.
Sorry, I just, I feel bad for
my brother's happy, too. He was like, Texans, like, someone like, oh, my God, this is our day, finally. Like, we texted him back saying, this is your Super Bowl. You guys still suck, to the record.
I feel bad for Russell Wilson.
I do, too. My favorite player in the league. Oh, my God, can I tell you? But, yeah, rough week for the Chiefs, actually. 2 more games here. Baltimore Ravens 31-24 for Arizona. Ravens, I said last week on the podcast, they're on the verge of my turn 1 team. Guess what? They're there now. They're tier 1. They're dangerous as hell. Lamar Jackson. Average day for Lamar Jackson, really, but the rest of the team did well.
He's another one who's up and down.
He is. But I love him. He's MVP candidate.
Yeah, he's I like the guy, too, but he's up and down.
Arizona's frisky, though. Arizona's always frisky.
Right?
They're so bad.
But only in the first half of the game.
Yeah.
Only ever they'll be the first one to score in like any game and then lose the game. And it's like, really, bro?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Finally, last one here. We mentioned earlier, the Bengals beat the Niners 31-17. The Bengals are back. Bengals are back. They're back.
Or if the Niners are just...
No, the Bengals are back.
They're banged up, are they not?
Well, yeah, the Bengals too. Yes. The Niners are the one team that I feel like, and everybody's saying, like, I got someone earlier on social media talking to me about, like, they're still your tier 1 team. I'm like, honestly, I can't say no because I think they're the only team.
I called them for the Super Bowl.
Okay. They're the only team in the league where I feel like no matter what the record is, once they're in the playoffs, if they're healthy, they're a problem. Doesn't matter who they're playing.
Yeah, but I think their backups are shit.
I think the concern for the Niners this week is their defense was like crap today. Brock Purdy wasn't great today, but he definitely wasn't the reason they lost the game. Their defense played like garbage this week. Yeah. But also the Bengals are back, I think. I think the Bengals now, they had a bye week last week. We said this week's ago on the podcast. We said if they get to 3-3 to the bye week, Joe Burrow has a chance to rest his calf. Joe Burrow looked fantastic today. Just saying.
Look it. I love Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joy Burr. Yeah, but, wait for the but.
But.
My butt. Okay.
It might have been a fluke. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the Bengals are that good, man. The Bengals are good. And in fact, I'll go a step further. The Bengals are tier 1. Oh, damn, the Lakers came back. Let's take a 1-point lead. Who knows? Anyway, so that's a recap for this week on Week 8 in the NFL. Tune in to the Ernest Rica podcast on Tuesday. Doing a report myself and Kyle Nash as we go through all the narratives in college football and the NFL and all that good stuff. On YouTube, check out my YouTube page, of course, at Ernest Christian. YouTube.com/@ErnestChristian. Where we are actually we passed 200 subscribers this weekend. So
subscribe.
Thanks guys for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it, man. We will talk soon anyway, man. So another more unfiltered episodes coming this week. So love you guys. Take care and see ya.